start wishing everyone a great Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And as we remember the life and legacy of the most influential civil rights leader, we want to share some facts about the Nobel Prize winner that you may not already know. So according to History.com, King's birth name was Michael, not Martin. When King was 5 years old, his dad, a pastor in Atlanta, visited Germany and was inspired by the Protestant Reformation leader Martin Luther. That is when he changed his own and his son's names. So King skipped both the first and last year of high school as well, enrolling at Morehouse College when he was only 15. King was ordained a pastor before graduating college with a degree in sociology. And King's I Have a Dream speech was not his first at the Lincoln Memorial. King was one of the civil rights leaders who spoke there during the prayer pilgrimage for freedom back in 1957. Now, it was that original speech that is what put him in the forefront of the civil rights leadership and movement. There are several special events taking place today across East Tennessee. In Knoxville, Overcoming Believers Church, they're hosting their annual MLK Memorial Tribute Service. In Maryville, the MLK Day March, it's going to be coming real soon here, about 30 minutes at 12:30. Meanwhile, First Baptist Church of Sevierville is inviting the community to celebrate with its event. That started at 10 o'clock this morning. And the Knoxville Symphony Orchestra hosted a free concert yesterday in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. The KSO was joined by Poet Laureate Ray Carmen, along with vocalists the Indigenous Vibes Edutainment Group. The symphony director led the group in an hour-long performance at the Tennessee Theater. And another weekend event here in Knoxville honored his life and legacy. Yesterday, the Beck Center focused and hosted an event focused on challenging the disparities between people in the community, honoring Dr. King's life and legacy. 3 guest speakers focused on talking about how members of the community can work together to continue the work that Dr. King did. And one person says that we should all be focused on achieving equality to build a brighter future together.
Well, I think events like this are amazing. I think community engagement and involvement is such a big thing, or at least community discussion, because I feel like there's so many taboo topics, kind of, and I think racism is one of those topics that you kind of just like maybe don't talk about or just like turn a blind eye on it. But in order to continue MLK's dream, I think we do need to talk about racism and do need to talk about these issues that maybe aren't the easiest conversations to have, but that's how we're going to grow as a society.